Hello guys, so this video is going to be in English, and because there is a submission, an update actually from our previous story submission, she has finally updated us. If you want to watch her story, you can go to episode 6, I believe, and this is an update. So because our story submission only has one that is in English, so today I also read her updates, and then I will read another Reddit stories for you so that the video can stretch, so that it's not going to be very short. So I hope that that's okay with you. Okay, so now I'm going to read the update about the bottle, the water bottle, and the photographer. Do you all still remember my internet crush that I made the first move by buying him a gift? Here is an update. My previous story is in episode 6. Go and listen to it because I have more tea that I'm going to spill. Here is the message. I cut out some parts of it since I don't want it to be too obvious. Okay, so back then she sent a gift of a bottle to the photographer anonymously, attached with a note. So this is the note. To the one who finds beauty in every corner of the world, here's to your next journey. Oh my god. I've been following your work for a while now, and it always inspires me. I know you must be shocked and surprised at the same time. Calm down. Actually, I wanted to wait until your birthday to send you this gift, but waiting another 10 months is beyond my patience. So I decided to show you my appreciation as soon as possible. I admire your work a lot, and I just want you to know that you don't need validation from anyone. Your work is priceless, and since you love traveling, why not a tumbler, right? To keep you hydrated. Even though you don't know me right now, I hope this can be the first formal interaction between us two. Honestly, it's not the first time I've talked to you. I was a bit clumsy and made an embarrassing mistake. You guessed it. Your smile could brighten up someone's day. That someone is me, from your secret admirer. Oh my god, that is so sweet. Like, that is like a love letter. This is so obvious. Like, this is you making the move, okay? Oh my god, he's missing out on one of the greatest girls, because I'm sure 100% whether he has a girlfriend or he has a crush, like committed to someone, and obviously he's missing his chances with the coolest girl ever, because this sucks. Okay, for you to write all of this, and your gift is very considerate. You said you wanted to send him a gift, a tumbler, to keep him hydrated while traveling. That is so considerate. Does my message sounds like a fan or supporter to him? I guess I already made it clear, like, hey, I am interested in you. Yeah, duh. Like, only he thinks otherwise. I think people who actually use their brain will know that you are making a move. Like, this is so obvious, like you're shooting your shot. I've been waiting for 2 weeks after sending him the gift, but it was completely silent. Oh my god. Then I realized that the profile I used on Instagram was hidden, so basically he never saw me when I reached out for the photography service. That was kind of sad. Okay, if he cannot connect the dot, 2 plus 2 equals 4, then that's on him. Okay, still I told myself live without regrets, so I decided to make one final move. Okay, I reached out to him again, this time through his personal Instagram. He actually replied asking if the gift was from me, as I thought, oh, after all this time you're still acting surprised? Okay, maybe he didn't want to make it awkward, or maybe he was genuinely surprised. No, actually, he just want to address the elephant in the room, and he waited for you to chat to him so that he could ask that freaking question. He followed me back on Instagram, and after just 3 messages, he completely disappeared. No response. I don't know if he was busy or just ignoring me, but either way, I've decided it's time to move on. Yes, girl. I deserve someone better. Yes. Yes. Yes, someone who matches my energy. Yes! He is still actively using other social media platforms while completely ghosted me. You know what the craziest thing about interested in someone is? When you kind of develop the unhealthy attachment to that person. I suddenly become a detective, and the vibe that I got from his post is like he is in a phase of a heartbreak right now. This is just my assumption, okay? Anyway, I guess my guardian angels wanted to protect me at all costs, because you know what? You don't have to become someone's free therapist. Let them deal with the problems and heal from it. If the right time comes, the right person will come along as well. Life goes on. There are 7 billion people in the world. There's definitely someone out there who will reciprocate the effort. Thank you for reading my confession. I hope you all have a great day. And remember, if he wanted to, he would. I know. If he wanted to, he would. Okay? Don't make excuses. Just accept reality. Yes. He's just not that into you. No more dramatics. Just living life again. Okay? Yeah, girl. Like I said, like I've been saying from the last episode, like, find someone who matches your energy. Find someone who actually find all of the effort that you do worthy of it. I think you did try to find like a reason to justify his actions, because you're saying like he's going through a heartbreak right now. But like, I'm so tired when you're going through a heartbreak and decided to close eyes on everything. Maybe you arrived here at the wrong time, but that's also his fault. Like, when you find someone, yeah, they're not gonna wait for you. They're not gonna wait until your heart is healed, and once you open up again, you want to date again, then you'll be there for him. Like, we're not gonna work that way. Okay, this is not fairy tale. If he doesn't accept you right now, or not making a move to you, then you're gonna lose. He's gonna lose you. You're not gonna wait around until he decides he's okay to date, then you're here, yay, let's date. Like, that's not how life works. Okay, so girl, go chase someone who would deserve your energy, who matches you, who would appreciate the effort that you put in. So I really love that about you. Thank you so much for your stories. I really enjoyed your story a lot. Thanks for the update. Really appreciate it. Okay, so right now I'm going to read a couple of Reddit stories for you. So the title is, Am I the asshole for telling my sister not to announce her pregnancy at my wedding because I was going to announce mine, but she did it anyway? I, 29 female, got married 3 months ago to my amazing husband, 31 male. It was supposed to be one of the happiest days of my life, but my sister, 32 female, managed to overshadow it in a way that I can't seem to move past. A little background. My husband and I have been trying for a baby for a while, and when we finally got that positive test, we were over the moon. We decided we would share the news with our family and friends at our wedding reception. Nothing crazy, just a small, heartfelt moment during the speeches. Only my parents and my maid of honor knew about this plan. A few weeks before the wedding, my sister pulled me aside to tell me she was pregnant. I was genuinely happy for her, and we had a sweet moment together. Then she casually mentioned that she was planning to announce it at my wedding. I was shocked and told her as kindly as I could that I would prefer she didn't. I even explained why, because I was also pregnant and planning to share the news that day. I asked if she could wait just a little longer so the day could stay focused on the wedding. She seemed a bit annoyed but didn't argue much, so I thought that was the end of it. Well, fast forward to the reception, and guess what? Right after the speeches, she stands up, clinks her glass, and announces her pregnancy. The whole room erupts in cheers, and suddenly my wedding turns into her pregnancy celebration. I was stunned. I didn't even get the chance to share my own news because it felt like I'd just be trying to one-up her. Later, when I confronted her, she acted like I was overreacting and said she just couldn't keep it in anymore. When I told her how hurt I was, she said I was selfish for wanting to control what people share their happiness. Girl, time and place. This is so stupid. My parents think she was out of line but are telling me to let it go for the sake of family peace. No. Where's the peace? Where's the family peace the sister trying to keep when you already told her no and then she just went on and did it anyway? Where's the family peace she trying to keep? But I can't seem to move on. Every time I think about my wedding, I feel this bitter pit in my stomach because she took away a moment that was special for me. She, on the other hand, thinks I'm being dramatic and said I should be happy for her instead of making everything about myself. Girl, this is her wedding. What you mean making things about myself? Of course, it's my wedding. So am I the asshole for not letting this go? No. I will hold on to that for the rest of my life. Can you just take the no and find your own money to announce your own pregnancy in your own way? Don't take advantage of the celebration, of the situation, of the wedding. She thinks that having a wedding so that she doesn't have to invite everyone or announce or spending a little money to make pregnancy announcements. She just take advantages of the gathering from the wedding to announce her pregnancy. This was your wedding, your moment, your day. This is very special and personal for the bride and the groom, and now you're just standing there announcing it like this is your event. This is so selfish. I like this comment. This was my thought for her to take the revenge. Not the asshole. You can keep the peace, but you could also consider announcing your baby's gender at her baby shower. She has shown you who she is. I would not include her in any large life movements. Wait until she throws any other events, like maybe baby showers for her kid. Then you stand up and said, my baby, I have a baby and it's going to be a boy or a girl. Announce it in her baby shower and let's see how she reacts. Don't make everything about you. That's what she said on her wedding. So make sure to say that to her as well. Don't make everything about yourself. Don't be dramatic. It's nothing. Keep the family peace. Yeah, how about that? Okay, so this is the next story. Am I the asshole for calling off my wedding after my fiance bought a house with his mom? No. If you're about to be a fiance wife, you're gonna have a family together, and now he decides to buy a house with his mom and not with you, with the future family that he should focus on, then no. Okay, so me, 28 female, and my fiance, 30 male, has been together 5 years. We were planning on wedding for this fall and have been talking for years about our future, like kids, finances, and buying a house together. We had a whole plan to save up, find something we both loved, and make it our home. This was talked about a lot. Well, turns out he already bought a house, but not with me, with his mom. And he didn't even tell me he was looking. Apparently, she found the perfect place and convinced him to split it with her because she didn't want to rent anymore. So now, instead of us planning our future together, he's financially tied with his mother, who was going to be living there full time. I just stared at him like, what the F? And when I asked where I fit into all this, he goes, oh, well, you can move in too, of course. I'm supposed to be thrilled to live in a house his mom picked out, partially owns, and is just there all the time. He also admitted he did it because I was taking too long to save, and his mom offered him a faster way to own something. Then put her name in. I was so shocked and pissed. I told him I needed space, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized I can't marry someone who thinks this is normal. Yeah. This is not normal, okay? So I called off the wedding, and now his whole family is blowing up my phone saying I'm being dramatic, that it's just a house, and that I'm overreacting, but we can still live together. Even my own parents are saying canceling the whole wedding is extreme. Like, am I losing my mind? Am I the asshole? Or is this a giant red flag? This is a red flag the size of a house. This is crazy. Okay, so you can say this is about the house, this is about finances, but I think the bigger picture is about his priority in life. So even when you are already going to be his future, like being his fiance, getting married, having kids together, like you are now progressing on that road, and he still prioritizes his mom, and it's going to be for the rest of his life, trust me. So this is not something that you should settle down for, because if you marry for life, you marry for the future that you're gonna have together. So if you think this isn't okay, then it's gonna be very difficult. It's gonna be series of stories of him prioritizing his mom, being with his mom's side, and not prioritizing you. It's just that. It's just a whole marriage of that. So I'm really happy that you call it off right now and not going with this bullshit, because this is crazy. Okay, so the first comment saying he didn't just buy a house, he built a whole future with his mommy and left you out of it. Seriously, there's not a mistake. It's a conscious decision to prioritize her over you. And the fact that he thought you just move in like a guest in a home his mother controls, disrespectful as hell. This isn't just a red flag, it's a parade of them. If you marry him, you're not getting a husband. You're signing up to be the third wheel in his codependent mommy-son fantasy. He's already made his choice and it wasn't you. So do yourself a favor, pack your bags, block his family, and go find a man who actually sees you as his future, not a tenant in his mommy's house. For real, this is the problem that I want to point out. He is already an adult, he's 30s, he's gonna have a family, and he still involves his parent. That is a red flag. I know even in Cambodia, this is our responsibility to take care of our parents, but to only some extent, not this extreme. Okay, because you're gonna get married, even a father and a mother, a parents that are decent and normal, will want their kids to prioritize their husband or wife rather than them. Like, put your wife and kids first. Think about us as much as you can, but not as priority. Think about the wife and the kids, not us. If this is a decent parent, okay? So for all the girls out there, if you see this pattern, leave. Okay, so this is the last story that I'm going to read. This just uploaded 4 hours ago, so very fresh. Am I the asshole for confronting my brother after finding out he's been lying to our grandparents about needing money for medical bills, rent, and prescriptions, but then posting pics of his new gadget and going to clubs? Okay, so female 25, needs some advice, and honestly, I'm feeling pretty guilty about what happened. My younger brother, male 23, has always been kinda irresponsible. I love him, but he's never really had his life together, which honestly is fine. We all go through rough patches, right? But lately, he's been doing something that's been bugging me, and I just don't know if I handled it the right way. Our grandparents are old, late 70s, and have always been really kind and generous. They're not rich or anything, but they've always helped out when they can. Over the past few months, my brother's been asking them for money pretty regularly. He tells them that he needs help with medical bills, rent, and prescriptions. At first, I thought, okay, maybe he's really struggling. I didn't think much of it, but then I started noticing something weird. I started seeing posts from him on social media, and not just any post, he was showing off new gadgets like the latest phone, a brand new gaming console, and taking pics at fancy restaurants. And this was all happening right after he'd get money from our parents. Like, the timing was way too suspicious to ignore. At first, I tried to brush it off, but the more I saw, the more it started bugging me. It wasn't a one-time thing either. It was like a pattern, asking for money, then posting about his new stuff and partying with friends. I couldn't stay quiet anymore. I know our grandparents aren't well off and they've been giving him money because they thought he needed it. It didn't sit right with me. So last night, I confronted him. I wasn't screaming or anything, but I asked him straight up why he kept lying to our grandparents. I told him it wasn't fair to take advantage of them, especially when he was using money for unnecessary stuff. He got super defensive, like way more than I expected. He started saying I had no idea what he was going through and that I was invading his privacy and judging him. He even accused me of being jealous of his life. I was honestly shocked by how he turned it around on me. It was pretty heated. He started yelling, and I just told him that he needed to come clean to our grandparents because what he was doing wasn't okay. He stormed off, saying I was being disrespectful and that it was none of my business. Now, I'm feeling guilty and unsure about whether I did the right thing. I just wanted to protect our grandparents, but now I'm worried that I've made things worse. I might have ruined my relationship with my brother, and I'm not sure if it was worth it. So, am I the asshole for confronting my brother about this, or should I have just stayed out of it and let him handle it on his own? No, I think sometimes you just want to get it out there because you also feel guilty. Like, you know, people do wrong things, like especially your family. When you know they do something wrong, you have to say something because it feels really guilty that you don't address it right away. So I think this is normal that you call out on his lies, on what he's doing wrong, and he knows it. He knows what he does is wrong. So I think as a family, as a sister, when you see your sibling doing something wrong, you will point it out. It's normal. So I think this confrontation is needed so that you're letting him know. Someone knows about your lie. Someone knows that you're doing something really wrong. Like, with all this money that you get from your grandparents, like, I cannot keep it within me. I have to say something because this is my morality. I have to keep up with it. So if I know someone does something wrong within the family, I'm gonna point it out. I'm gonna say it and let them know what they do is wrong, even though they think otherwise. Like, I have to voice my opinions on it and let them know. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I have read like 4 stories, right? So I hope you had a good time listening to me. And if you guys want to write your stories, you can click the link in the description box. So I hope I could see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you for today.